Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your boy Man in the Wild. Just going through my YouTube video ritual of the day, and I seen these Maine shooting videos that popped up, and so and I seen a couple people posted on Facebook about just mass shootings in general. So I kind of figured there was another one, but because I don't really pay too much attention to it these days because I need my peace. But I saw the videos, so I went on ahead and checked them out just to see, because, as dumb as it may be, I still try to give benefits of the doubt, and I don't want to, be a complete dickhead when it comes to certain things happening, because some things could be real. Right? And then if I automatically just discount it because I don't pay no attention to it, oh, fuck it, it's fake and fake. But in the end, it's like, man, you almost feel like a fool, but at the same time, it feels better when you go through the proper steps you need to before making a decision. So anyways, I checked these videos out, and we're going to watch them together. I don't know, red flag number one was this is a telecast in St. Louis, I believe. Another video I saw was in Dayton, Ohio. So the shooting happened in Maine. So let's check them out.
Those folks, Chris, thank you. Your national headlines now. At least 16 people are dead, more than 50 injured after multiple mass shootings across Lewiston, Maine last night.
It's about 35 miles north of Portland, Maine. Police are still searching for 40-year-old Robert Card, who authorities named as a person of interest. Card is considered armed and dangerous. Authorities say he has a background.
Now, first off, remember 16 dead and 50 injured and stuff. That's kind of important for later. But they're calling him a person of interest. Like, it's funny the terms that they use whenever, one of these stories comes out. The terms that they use, person of interest, is extremely soft. Is extremely kind of like, hey, we just need to talk to this person. Yo, the motherfucker has an assault rifle, quote unquote. Right? Walking through the door, allegedly shooting. So we're past person of interest. We're past that. All right, we really are past that. But, just seeing how lackadaisical they are about certain shit lets me know that, I too need to rein in my emotion about this shit.
As a trained firearms instructor at an Army Reserve training center in Maine and was recently treated at a mental health facility. Officers.
And again, we got somebody who's military. When it comes to these bullshit ass shootings, these bullshit ass psychological operations that go on, right? When it comes to these, man, I promise it's the highest percentage you could think without being, dramatic. I give it 80 to 90, right? Our military personnel. Former military, law enforcement, family and military, family and law enforcement. Because there's a solid group of these motherfuckers that keep secrets. Secretly control this, secretly control that. I mean, and it can't be that far-fetched when the detail attached to government officials when it comes to the U.S. government are called the Secret Service. I mean, you can't get... How the fuck can you go any other direction? Besides that these motherfuckers is keeping shit from you in some capacity, and then whenever you actually start to pull the layers off, I mean, there's no other direction to go other than, these people are full of shit.
They're searching multiple locations where the shootings took place, including a bowling alley and a bar and grill. One witness at that bowling alley sharing what he saw in the moments the shooting began.
Well, we were inside and just normal night of bowling, and out of nowhere he just came in and there was a loud pop. Thought it was a balloon. I had my back turned to the door. And as soon as I turned and saw it was not a balloon, he was holding a weapon, I just booked it down the lane, and I slid basically into where the pins are and climbed up in the machine and was on top of the machines for about 10 minutes.
Okay, so now this fella right here, all right, is a witness to somebody to a mass shooting. All right. Now I don't know what type of training he has, but he is extremely calm to be describing such a fucked up situation. Right? And then so now you say you booked it down the alley. Okay, I could say maybe you ran down the middle and you say you took off and ran into the pins and all that type of shit. Not one bump, not one bruise, not one piece of blood, not one piece of nothing. You say you ran into the pins and jumped all inside of some pin machine shit. Ain't nary a scratch on you? Nary a scratch. And that'd be the first thing you show a motherfucker whenever you sit there talking about, yeah, man, I ran into the pins and I did see, look, man, I done messed my arm up. I done threw my shoulder. You're going to say you had some type of fucking problem, some type of sick, because you just went through something extremely emotional and physically traumatic. But nah, these the motherfuckers that they put in front of you to tell you about such a fucked up situation. Fuck out of my face.
The cops got there.
Residents and businesses in Lewiston or nearby Lisbon area have been advised to lock their doors and shelter in place. Lewiston Public School Superintendent has canceled classes for today. The FBI is assisting Maine State Police with the investigation.
Like all of this
law enforcement
shit. Like all of this walking around shit. Like they always show this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the police in there, you know, acting like they're doing something. Like that is nothing right there. These motherfuckers is doing nothing. They're not looking for anybody because guaranteed, if a motherfucker just killed 16 people and injured 50 to 60 more, these motherfuckers will have a little bit of sense of urgency to not be another one of them 6 or 50 to 60. Leave this shit if you want to, yo. Where the fuck is the play at? Where's the play? Oh, you don't want to play? Oh, so we done here? Hold on. Okay, I think that was done anyway. So here's the next one.
This is the hospital there as police are still on the scene after 2 mass shootings last night, killed at least 16 people and injured 50 to 60 more.
They're investigating shootings at 2 locations, one at a bar and grill restaurant and the other at a bowling alley.
See, and as you see though, like this is in Dayton. This is Ohio's news. All right, this is Ohio's news. So it's like, so something just happened in Maine, right? And as soon as it happens, it's stretched all the way, you know, across the country like a wildfire. You know, as you'll see later, you know, in the bonus footage, you know, the production numbers, you know, they never miss. So I need to pay attention to all the numbers that they say and just the things that they throw out about this bullshit.
One at a bar and grill restaurant and the other at a bowling alley.
To Turner Rescue, need you to respond to the town of Lewiston. It's going to be spare time recreation for an active shooter incident.
Pete Buddy though, man. Pete Buddy. Got a little do. Hold on.
Turner Rescue.
This dude right here.
Need you to respond to the town of Lewiston.
Just looking around, you know, not really a care in the world. You know, this is supposed to be an emergency situation where people are shot, people need medical attention, and because I mean, 16 people dead, 50 to 60 people injured. Like that's going to require a lot of medical personnel, right? To not be standing the fuck around. Like, how are there cameras at the hospital already when the shooting just happened and all of this shit? But now there's cameras at the hospital to show you nothing?
Recreation for an active shooter incident. And that's going to be the town of Lewiston at spare time recreation for an active shooter incident, multiple people down.
Now you're looking at video of the chaotic scene last night at a hospital.
Chaotic scene? Hold on, you didn't just say that. You didn't just say it.
Active shooter incident, multiple people down.
Now you're looking at video of the chaotic scene last night at a hospital as emergency response.
All right, so look, know when you're being gaslit, all right? You just saw a couple of police jogging around a parking lot, a bunch of motherfuckers standing around, right, looking confused as to where they need to stand, and you call that shit a chaotic scene? This is what you're really telling me? Wow.
Responders work quickly to save lives.
Wow.
Right now, there's one person of interest.
Saving who? 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 Stop believing this bullshit just because they tell you that that's what you're supposed to be seeing. That's what you're supposed to be, feeling.
To save lives.
This is insane to me.
Right now, there's one person of interest in this case. Authorities across the Northeast are now searching for this man, Army Reservist Robert Card. Now, here's a closer look at Card. Authorities say the 48-year-old is a certified firearms instructor. They believe he's the man on surveillance pictures carrying a long gun. Officials say Card recently reported mental health issues and allegedly made threats to shoot up.
Those clearly look like two different people. This dude here looks younger than that dude they just showed.
A National Guard base.
It's not how time
Police
works.
found this car early this morning near the town of Lisbon, Maine. The Lewiston Police Department shared this photo. People at the scene during the shooting say they're sick to their stomachs.
Tell you, my insides are just really sick over this. I've heard people that down there by the doors that have
and this motherfucker, this is clearly somebody with a wig on, right? With a motherfucking Patriot shirt on. Like, who the fuck, where the fuck do they find these people? Where do they find these people? Because it's like they're telling you what they're telling you what they saw, but some of which you're supposed to actually see yourself. But then here's what the fuck they put in front of you? This is what the fuck they put in front of you? Fuck out of here. See, here you go again. Don't want me to be able to get to it.
This is the hospital.
Now you're looking at the...
See my phone fucking up. My bad, y'all.
Eyes are just really sick over this. I've heard people that down there by the doors that have family members in there. There was a girl down there with 5 people, all got shot up, and they're like frantic. You know, what are you gonna do?
Okay, show us this frantic shit. Show it to us. Seeing is believing, right? Especially when you have all of these cameras and all of this technology and all of this other shit. Like, yo, there would be clear evidence to show that that shit really happened, right? Because there will be people, because not everybody's in the hospital. You know, there's going to be people outside smoking their cigarettes, crying like, I can't believe this shit, boo-hoo. Because that shit would be real. But nah, you got this motherfucker in a wig who clearly ain't who they claim to be, telling me that these motherfuckers is frantic. Fuck out of my face.
Maine Governor Janet Mills is urging people in the area to, quote, follow the direction of state and local government. The mayor of a nearby city of Auburn says the community is in shock.
I mean, at this point, this is a significant amount of shock going on with people that were actually witnesses. Obviously, when I was bringing people in that were looking for their loved ones, there's fear, there's panic. Of course, there's worry, understandable.
This is Lewiston, Maine's second largest city. It's halfway between Portland and the state capital, Augusta. Police ordered a shelter in place for Lewiston and the surrounding.
Okay, so they did that. So whenever stuff happens, and I want to kind of see production, you know, could it be a production? You know, and then when you come to this right here, the consistency of, you know, the massive numbers behind it, and of course it's a production. You know, there's nothing random about this shit. You know, so it starts with 16 killed, of course, give you 33, right? 50 to 60 injured, of course, it's gonna give you 55. Main mass shootings, main mass shootings, is a character, is a prop. It's just basically a direction. So yeah, it's an object, especially when it's on both of them. It's 77 on one, 66 on the other. And then Lewiston, Maine mass shooting is 111. So if you're hesitant about believing it on this end, you can't deny it on this one. You know, Robert Card, 33. That's the person of interest. See, Robert Card, a mass shooter. I mean, this has high production value. It's a production. Spell out 16 killed and abbreviate Maine mass shooting. This shit wouldn't be present like this if it wasn't a production. You know, Robert Card and abbreviated again. What's that? Both calculators. 111. Robert Card, Maine mass shooting, 88. Lewiston mass shooting, 88. Lewistown, Maine, and mass shooting, they can't miss. They can't miss, they don't miss. Policing standing. Oh, man. Of course, anytime there's an emergency, it's a 33. So, all of that to say, you know, simply put, in a nutshell, man, don't believe the bullshit that these people put in front of you just because they tell you, and that they, you know, really want you to believe it, because obviously if they're talking, they want you to believe what they're saying. And what you got to know is that the people only read what's in front of them. You know, like Ron Burgundy. They don't know what the fuck they're saying. They just read it. You know, it's up to you to see that it's some bullshit and not to put your heart into it. You know, to pray for these people, because ain't shit to pray about. Like you're giving your energy to nothing. Like, really understand that. Yeah, your intentions are good, because let's just say, for the sake of argument, that, you know, people were affected by it, right? And you're giving your prayers out, and but like it's one of the ones where when you give child support money to somebody and they use the money for some bullshit, but you're giving out of your heart, and you know what I'm saying, even though you know that's what you're supposed to do, like, it's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It is, but it isn't, because with child support, nigga, you gotta pay. You know, but with this shit, you can keep yourself to yourself. You can keep you to you, for you. You know, and not get caught up in the puppet strings that's going on, trying to pull on this and tug on that. Nah, leave it the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Give your heart and your honey to those that you know, and what's around you, and what's real. You know, so yeah, that's it. I appreciate anybody to fuck with me, but yeah, this Maine mass shooting, Robert Card bullshit, that's confirmed.